Ay, ay, ay. Alicia, get off my back. Alicia, Alicia. The hidden truths that nobody wants to tell you. The hidden truths that nobody wants to tell you. Let me be honest with you. This life is not an easy. It's not an easy one. Traveling, being a passport bro, there are some things that people aren't discussing for various reasons, but we're going to discuss them here today. As I've traveled more and more and more and more, I've come to the realization that most women around the world really just want one thing. Most women around the world really just want one thing, and that is financial stability.
I swear, every guy I meet either wants to split the check or has a worse credit score than me. I just want one man will pay a bill.
Girl, tell me about it. I thought moving here may be a different story.
Same thing. No one wants to pay my electricity, nothing.
We're out here struggling to.
Being a passport bro, being a traveler, being from Europe, being from America, those things alone just aren't cutting it. Getting on that plane and saying, hey, man, I'm American. I'm going to have a great time. Everyone's going to want me. I'm going to get so much attention is an illusion. And I'm on Reddit and people like, oh, American women just want money. American women want this. American women want man to take care of them. Listen to me. Listen to me. From a man that's been to more than 2 or 3 countries, let me tell you, they all want a man to take care of them. They all want a man to provide. They all want a man to make a bunch of money. They all want a man to do things for them. They all want a man to get them cars and houses and apartments and land. The myth that going overseas and looking for a partner, and she's coincidentally going to be different from a woman in America or a woman in Europe, is a lie. You know, I was talking to this young lady, man, and as I've talked about her before, she's in this other guy's Thailand video, right? And people say she looks like a man, right? But that's neither here nor there, right? So I was talking to her on Instagram, and she talking about what she wants. She want a man to take care of her. She want a man to be there for, blah 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 blah. And I honestly, respectfully, quickly got uninterested. Because here's my thing: in the first week or two, if you're talking about your money, what you need help with, I went from wanting to get to know you to wanting to get to know someone else. And one thing that I liked about old Vanessa is she did a great job of hiding her problems initially. She did a great job of struggling and not telling me. She did a great job of needing help and not asking for it. Right? And I'm not going to do too much saying great things about Vanessa, but I will give her that. She really wanted to do it alone. She really fought for that independent life. She really, initially, she really had some struggling moments and was like, man, I got it, Chris keeps playing. I'll be all right. I get paid in this time. I don't need you. Here's your money back. I'll give her that, right? I'll give Vanessa the man beater her props on that. Right? And she's kind of one in 1,000. Because a lot more women are more open and direct with what they want. So if you're thinking you're going to go overseas and, woo, man, she likes me because of who I am and my nice smile and my eyes, you're sadly mistaken. Let's get to the next point. And I talk about this a lot, right?
Hey, how you doing? I need a favor. I need a favor. I know I'm sitting here hanging backwards like 50 Cent at the Super Bowl, but I need a favor. I'm not asking for money, donations, clicking the link, nothing like that. Do me one favor. Can you do that for me? It's free. I swear. Hit that subscribe button.
Online, right? Most women prefer dating within their own country. You're going to say, hey, Chris keeps lying. What are you talking about? Okay, I'll explain. Let's say she's Muslim, for example. She doesn't eat pork. Well, I eat pork. Are you supposed to stop eating pork because you met someone that you're interested in, you're thinking about taking it to the next level, and she doesn't eat pork, she don't want to be around pork, her food can't have pork, and you eat pork, you have pork in the freezer, you have pork in the refrigerator, you have pork in the deep freezer, you cook pork for dinner, you like pork chops? Think about that now.
Silver wheels on a golden coast, circuits glowing in the cold sea air. Echoes rising from the cliffs, every harmony a flare. California in our circuits, highway beating in our chest. We drive the last chord into the sea.
Imagine someone that's a woman that's, Buddhist, for example. She wants her first son to, get on that voyage, and she wants her son to be a monk or at least go away for a couple of weeks, couple of months, whatever the case may be, for that training. Do you want your son to go on the path to be a monk? Do you want your son to respectfully shave his head, shave his eyebrows, go off to some school or some training that has had in history questionable practices? And I'm not saying they're not questionable practices in every religion, because there are, but every month or two, I'm following some Thai news channel when they're saying monks got caught with drugs and alcohol and this and that. And I'm not talking about the religion. Like, I respect them. But I said that to say a lot of these women are going to have cultural differences far from what you believe in. And if I'm Christian, for example, and she's Muslim, or I'm Christian and she's Buddhist, or I'm Christian and she's atheist, or I'm Christian and she don't believe in God, but she believes in spirits and higher powers and ghosts and aliens and the boogeyman, you're going to have some conflict. If I want to go to church on Sunday and she doesn't, you're going to have some conflict. A lot of the things these passport bros tell you is dating overseas is difficult. I'm sorry, a lot of the things that these passport bros don't tell you is dating overseas is extremely difficult, because 9 times out of 10, you're really not going to have much in common with them. If I like to put on some 12 play, put on some R. Kelly, some Joe, some Case, some Drew Hill, some Jodeci, some Mint Condition, right? If you know, you know. And she never heard of Mint Condition. She never heard of Joe. She never heard of Cisco. She never heard of 112. She never heard of Jodeci. We're going to have some conflict. Think about this for a second. Think about this for a second. You, as a passport bro, are going to have a lot more in common with a woman from where you're from. More so than a woman from where you're not from. Is it worth it? Do you want to spend the rest of your life with someone who don't like the same music you like, don't like the same shows you like? Y'all have different religions. Is it worth it? The top 5 things passport bros don't tell you is these women overseas and you really don't have much in common. You may think she's cute, she may think she's cute, but it's probably not much more than that. Top 5 things passport bro story time. I went to Romania, right? And I was like, I went to this restaurant with this one young lady. Funny enough, uh, met this other young lady. She wanted to go to the same restaurant, and this place had duck. She like, you should try duck. So I tried the duck, right? Pause, right? And I'm like, it's not that bad. I'm not sure I'd eat it again, but it really was kind of good to be honest with you. The concept of it being duck kind of threw me off, but it really wasn't that bad. And this is in Europe. In Germany, I've never had a schnitzel. Listen, I don't even like German food. I can get into Asia and the insects and rodents and bugs and the spices. We could go on and on. There's so many differences between overseas culture and religion and foods and common interest and American foods and culture and common interest and that really is it someone you want to spend the rest of your life with? Do you want to spend the rest of your life with someone you have nothing in common with? And some will say, hey, Chris, keep flying. Yeah, you don't like mango sticky rice, but you can try this in quiet age. You can start to like it. You can eat it for her. You can, eat it on some. Okay, cool. I like chitlins. Is she gonna eat chitlins with me? Uh-huh. She gonna eat chitlins with me? I do believe that there should be give and take, right? You're not gonna have everything in common with a woman. Woman's not gonna have everything in common with you. So we can't give up on the passport bro warriors. But we have to admit, and guys that don't admit this, that a lot of these women that we're meeting really don't have anything in common with us. I've said this story before in another video, but me and African Queen, we used to go clubbing like a lot, right? Damn near every week we went to the club, right? That's where I met her at, right? I met her in the club. We always went to the club, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I never listened to Afro beats until I met African Queen. Right? What I met in 2020, 2021. I never listened to Afrobeat. I didn't have one song on my iPhone that was an Afrobeat artist until I met African Queen. Not one song. And we in the club and we're going out for this Afrobeats day, and I started listening to music. I'm like, oh man, this thing got it. Yo, I love it. Yo, who this? Who this? Who this? Who this? Now I got playlists full of Afrobeats artists. Salute African Queen. So some stuff you can kind of, you know what I'm saying? If you're open to it, you can kind of, you might like it. Like I said, I didn't like Afrobeats until like 2020, 2021. Now I love Afrobeats more than rap, to be honest with you. So I'm not saying that you can't grow to like some things, but she can grow to like some things too. Are you going to catch me listening to Thai rap, Japanese rap? I mean, probably not, right? Probably not. But if you have similar interest in a woman and a woman has similar interest in you, at some point in time down the road, some of the things you like, she might like. Some of the things she like, you might like. But there are some limits. And we're talking about the top 5 things that passport bros don't tell you. You know, I was out on this date right? In Colombia, right? At this nice restaurant, right? We might have said this before. And we're going on this date. This girl was like, "Hey, I'm working, da da da." And I'm like, "Hey, what time you get out of work, da da da?" We talking. I'm like, "Let's go to dinner." So you know, we meet up for dinner. We're having a good time. Nice restaurant, too. Nice restaurant, right? Had a good time. We're eating, right? We had some drinks, whatever the case may be. This was in last month, right? So I'm like, "Hey, da da, we trying to do after this, da da da. Why don't you go? You come back to my place. We got some more drinks, da da da." So I'm chatting her up. She's like, I'm working." And I was naive at the time. This was recently. I wasn't. I was a little slow, right? I was okay, cool. She's like, I'm working, right? So I'm like, cool. I said, what time you gotta go to work in the morning, right? I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking, right? She was like, no, if you want me to go back to your place, you gotta pay me. I just spent $100. I just spent $100 on this restaurant, right? Nice restaurant, very nice, delicious food. Everything was amazing. Drinks, decor, lights, everything was great. I just spent $100 on this restaurant. And you want me to spend another 100 to be with you?
Afternoon, city. I'm on a mission. I'm looking for nuts. And I don't mean the people kind. Wish me luck.
A lot of women, right? And this is all my fault, right? I took accountability, right? I gotta take the L. Like I wasn't on my game. I was too caught up in her looks that my mind wasn't thinking. But a lot of women really on about that relationship lifestyle. A lot of women really on about their relationship lifestyle. They really are. You're gonna meet women, and they're gonna see you as a bag of money, and all they want is your money. They don't want a relationship. They don't want to date. They don't want to get married. They don't want to get to know you. All they want is this. And you're going to be in situations where you'll be like, should I just never see you again? Or should I just invest time to try to change? Top 5 things passport bros don't tell you is you're going to run into more women, right? You're going to run into more women that want you for this than for a relationship. You're going to run into more women that want you for this than want you for a relationship. Even women that aren't working will see you and be like, "Hey, I'm working now." Because that $100, that $200 might be more money than she makes in a month. That $100, that $200 might be close to her monthly salary. So you're gonna run into more women that want you for this than want you for a relationship. Top 5 things passport bros don't tell you. People love to bash American women. Oh, American woman, this American woman got kids. They got 2 or 3 kids. They got baby daddy. You think nobody overseas has baby daddy? You think nobody overseas are single mothers? Oddly enough, I run into a lot of women. Like I said, my tender's in the DR right now. I got a lot of women on my WhatsApp from the DR, right? But you're gonna run into a lot of women overseas that Well, the same situation that people are talking about, bashing married women about, and that's having kids. Unless you're looking for a woman that's 18 or 19 years old, there's a good chance that she's going to have kids. This passport boat journey is not an easy life. My dream is to one day find me someone thick, beautiful, light skin, curly hair. That's my dream. But we have to come to the realization that not all dreams come true.